Hey y'all, Kimberly Myers with Keller Williams Experience Realty, and I am at Intuition, which is located on 121 North. We are with Audra and Kate, and so tell us a little bit about yourself. What did you do before Intuition?
I actually grew up here, and so I went to Murray High, and then I graduated from there, went to Murray State, and got a degree in animal health. So for a long time, I was a veterinary technician.
Okay.
And then decided I just wanted to do something different, had kids and wanted to be a little more available, and this happened.
Awesome. What about you, Audra?
I am actually not from Murray, but I grew up in Marion, Kentucky.
Okay.
Always thought Murray was the big city when we'd come over from home over there. Married my high school sweetheart. We went away to the Navy for 20 years. And then so when we retired, we always liked Murray, and our kids were teenagers, and we knew it was a good place to bring them and raise them. So we settled in Murray. I was a stay-at-home mom. I did real estate for a few years here in Murray. And then Kate and I met and kind of shared the same kind of passion, and here we are.
There we are.
Yeah.
So where did the inspiration for Intuition and the name come from?
Well, the name is kind of a funny story. We were having dinner one night with a friend of ours, and we were kind of tossing names around, and she had said something about, we were talking about our faith, and so she said something about, when you have that feeling that, and we're like, yeah, that intuition. It's your intuition. And so Kate and I just kind of looked at each other like, that's it. Because it just kind of fits us as women, to follow your intuition. So
I know you have more than just the storefront. I know, Audra, you've actually personally come and decorated some of my office and the house and everything. So tell us a little bit about what all do you do?
Well, we paint a lot. It is very rare that we're not back there painting something, which is awesome. We both really enjoy it, and it keeps us really busy, which is always a good thing.
Yeah.
So we do offer painting services. We paint furniture. We use a brand of paint called Jolie Paint.
Okay.
And then, like you said, Audra also does a lot of design work. She's very, very good at it.
So your furniture, I've always wondered this. Do people, do you pick it up for them, or do they have to bring it here? Or do you offer that service?
Typically, we prefer people to bring it here, just because we don't have really the means and, trucks and things to do all that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So
our husbands are only good for, we've probably worn them out, so.
I understand.
Yeah. Now, one thing we do also, and she won't talk about it because she's very humble, but Kate is extremely talented in painting artwork.
Oh.
She can take a piece of art that has a different picture on it and turn it into something totally different.
Oh, wow.
And she also can just take a blank canvas and, just whip out something really quick.
That's
so
awesome.
That's another thing that we offer that you won't hear her toot her own horn, but I will.
And then what about, you also do candles?
Yes.
Right? Do the candles?
Oh my gosh, the candles. I love the candles. The candles came into being during the pandemic.
Okay.
You've heard the old saying, you just, you keep moving when you're in a small business, because you got to keep shifting and changing. And so, we opened in November, and then wham, and the funny thing is when Kate and I started talking, we're like, what's the worst thing that can happen? We got to do this. It's either now or never.
Right.
We both had the dream, and we wanted, and another thing I want to say is we wanted to bring something into Murray different, because there's so many great places to shop, and we didn't want to take away from anyone, but we wanted to offer something different. So anyway, during the pandemic, I have this incestuous need to antique, and it just, so this idea came about to get the old vessels and pour the candles, and so it just it went kind of bigger than I even thought it might.
I feel like you maybe even text me in the middle of the night and it's
I have an idea. No.
Okay.
And can people bring in their own vintage things, so a teacup or what, and make a candle? I think that's just so cool.
All those special pieces that maybe have been passed down that you're like, what am I supposed to do with this? Turn it into a candle.
There you go.
And you can refill them. You bring them back, and we'll refill them for just a minimal amount, the wax and scent and everything. So
That's awesome. Awesome. So last question, what is your favorite thing about Murray?
I don't know. I just love Murray. Like I said, I grew up here, and then I got married and we moved away, and the minute we moved away, I was trying to get back.
Yeah.
And so we ended up back here, and I will never leave here.
Yeah.
I love it here. My family's here, and it's just the best place.
Yeah, so it's home.
It is home. Yeah.
for me, I think living like in cities for 20 years in the Navy and moving every 3 years, what I love about Murray is I love that I can go into a store and see somebody I know.
Yes.
You know, when I go get my pharmacy pickup at Alex's, she knows my name.
Right.
And she knows my mom, and she knows, you know, or when I go into Schaefer to get a coffee, my best friend Kelly, you know,
Right.
like those things are not things that you get
Right.
anywhere else but a small town. And
Yeah.
and the community, like the community rallied
Mm-hmm.
around us when COVID hit.
Yeah.
We you know, we might not have
We were
been able to
so
keep our
new.
doors open. We were
Yeah.
shoving paint in people's mailboxes.
Yeah.
They were calling going, we want to paint, send us, you know,
Yeah.
bring us paint. So we
Yeah.
were like, it's in your mailbox,
Yeah.
you know. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much
Well,
for the
thank
time.
you.
So tell us your address and what times you're open.
We are open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5.
Yes.
And right now, Saturday, 10 to 2. That may change in the future. We might be open a little later. And we're at 1623 U.S. Highway, Bypass North in Murray. Because if you don't put that little end on it, you end up
Way down there.
way down there. Way down there.
Well, we don't want them way down there. We want them here. So, well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.